business pop, my money keep growing. Your girl is a dot, she all on my groin. She blowing my horn, we fucking porn. These rappers is whack, they lyrics is corn. I'm getting this money, it never get born. I'm loading my strap, they calling the law. Fuck around your clap for running your jaw. If it ain't about the dollars, then it don't make sense. Got me sipping brown water, but it ain't from Flint. Trying to chase all this bread, though the shit won't last. About to shut the city down like a crypto crash.
Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Okay. Ready? Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live.
We'll do it live. We will do it live, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if I got my... I don't. See, this is what happens when you don't stream on a regular, ladies and gentlemen. Now we should be good, though. All right, there we go. AI Griff in the building. First up on the chat screens, he said, how about that drop? I seen it coming. Yes, you did, my friend. And I did as well. We both saw it coming for different reasons, but we saw it coming. And I think that we're going to see more drops. Now, people are saying, well, I thought, once Trump bombed crypto blood, you said it was going to drop 40 to 50%. No. It's not going to drop 40 to 50% overnight. We have to see what the reaction is, the retaliatory effects from this bombing. That's what's going to really make markets go lower and people flee risk-on assets. So it's nothing against crypto. It's just how markets work. And when there's fear and uncertainty, people leave those things that are highly speculative, and crypto is a highly speculative asset. So this is what I'm telling you guys. If you're not actively trading, then you might want to take some profits. I'm just saying. I'm not telling you to, but I'm just saying you might want to. That's all I'm saying. If you are a longer term trader, if you don't want to sell, then you better get some dry powder ready to buy at lower prices. Don't be all in at these levels. And if you are an active trader like myself, this is an active trader's dream. This is like 32 virgins or whatever. This is what you get. This is what you want. So hope everyone's doing well this morning. Hit that like button on the way in. We're going to be looking at the trades for today. Markets just opened in the U.S. and we got a blast off right at the open. It's on the 2 minutes, so it's not really a blast off, but we did get a pop at the opening. Let's take a look at some of the charts before we get into the algo trades for today. Again, hit that like button if you want to join the Bloodalytics team. I have links in the description below, and I also have a QR code that I'll share with you in a little bit. But let's take a look at the first chart, which is my daily chart. Shout out to Superwoman Blue. Yeah, Valhalla. Valhalla. 32 versions. We're going to Valhalla. We got D Fuentes in the building. Crypto City in the house. Hope everyone's doing well today. Let's get a little background music going. I feel like having some background music going on today. Let's get it back a little bit, the volume back. All right, so let's take a look at this chart here we have on the screen. Now, this is just my basic setup chart just to get an overall picture of the markets. So we have here, we dipped below 100K over the weekend on Sunday. We sure did. And, once that happens, you can't erase that. You can't erase the fact that we dipped below 100K. So that is technically a violation to the downside. We're getting a little bounce today. But what you want to watch here is really, what did I tell you guys all the time? I tell you, and this is not just me, this is just basic trading. Past support becomes future resistance. So that means that if we went below a support line, like we did in this region, that now becomes a resistance line. So now, as we come up here, do we get enough momentum by the bulls to take us back up? Now, I'm assuming that because there's a heavy correlation with crypto and your equity markets, I'm assuming, you know what they say about assuming, make an ass out of yourself, but I'm assuming that the stock market is doing decently today. Dow Jones up 0.12%, S&P up 0.18%. We're just getting started. Nasdaq down slightly. And where do they have Bitcoin? They have Bitcoin up 2.6%, Ethereum up 3.7% for the day. Solana, we're in a Solana long right now. We'll take a look at with Bloodalytics. But the cryptos have recovered. And my concern is, guys, not what we did, but what happens from the actions that we took. What are they going to do? What is Iran going to do in response? They don't just come out and bomb and do anything. They do think through their strategy. So what will it be? Will it be cutting off the Strait of Hormuz? It's a possibility. If that happens, that's an economic impact to global economies, not just here in the United States, but it definitely will impact us. Oil prices will skyrocket, and things will kind of slow down. Make Israel great again. Word to Trump, Rothstein. Oh man, I told big homie CC over the weekend, I'm no longer MAGA, I'm insane MAGA gang. I've split from the MAGA faction, and I'm now insane MAGA gang. No longer MAGA, I'm insane. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm done with Trump. There's no walking this back. He clearly caved to the small hats. Shout out to all the small hats running the world from running the world from Israel. And it's just so crazy because Trump had the world in his hands, ladies and gentlemen. He was in negotiations. Well, he made it seem like he was in negotiations with Iran. He was dealing, trying to make something happen with Ukraine and Russia. There is no way you get a Russia-Ukraine deal now. Russia's pissed off at the U.S. Ukraine is probably like pissing in their pants right now because they're like, oh shit, now we won't get as much aid from the U.S. if they have to go into more extensive attacks against Iran. We don't have a lot of bombs. Those military systems are going to go to Iran. So Ukraine going to be out there, left hanging. Yeah, I'm insane mega posse, man. Insane mega posse, for sure. If I see a MAGA member, I'm dumping on them, ladies and gentlemen. We insane MAGA over here. So yeah, so he screwed up the Ukraine. Anything that could have come from the Ukrainian is a Russia deal. He's jeopardizing. We're in a recession, but he's definitely going to make the recession very, very prominent. So he's messing up domestic stuff. There is no way Iran is going to continue to talk to the U.S. because we betrayed them. We did a sneak attack. He screwed up everything just to please the small hats. So this is from CNBC, and we'll take a look at some trades. Maybe we can get some trades in. If I can stop yapping my mouth. Stocks open little change as traders monitor oil prices. See, you got to watch those oil. Listen, when Iran, and I heard they got the clearance, but they just have to go through the formalities, Iran that is, of getting it through all of their, you know, I don't know, they don't have a Congress, but they have like a structure, right? So it goes from one group, they approve it, then it goes to the next, and it goes to the Ayatollah. I think he has a final say. So from what I've been hearing over the weekend, it's a green light. It just has to go through the formality. So if you don't know what the Strait of Hormuz is all about, we'll take a look at that in a minute. Here it is right here. U.S. personnel in nearby bases, so let me see. Now traders brace for Iran's retaliation with the hope that the country would not use an option that could risk a broader conflict and how could you hope for anything? Iran could target U.S. personnel in nearby bases or close the Strait of Hormuz. I think they're not going to strike U.S. personnel on bases. If they close the Strait of Hormuz, that's fine. And if they keep bombing Israel, they're in all justification for those actions from a world group perspective, from a UN type of perspective. If they just focus on Israel and then they close the Strait of Hormuz, then nobody can be mad at them other than the U.S. and Israel. Can't nobody say shit. So you got to watch the headlines for the Strait of Hormuz. You got to watch. And so let me just, let's do a little grok real quick. Let's do a little grok. Let's see here. What's the importance of the Strait of Hormuz? So, as you guys see on the screen, the Strait of Hormuz is a critical global choke point due to its role in energy security, trade, and geopolitics. Oil and gas transit. This is the main thing that we need to watch. See, it's the world's most important oil transit route, connecting the Persian Gulf to the Arabian Sea and global markets. About 30% of global oil trade and 25% of liquefied, so LNG is what it's short for, liquefied natural gas. LNG passes through the Strait of Hormuz. Primarily Saudi Arabia, Iran, UAE, Qatar, and Iraq. Let's get a let's get an image, a map of it, so you have an understanding. Let's see if we can do that. So this is the Strait of Hormuz in this area right here. See our big dog Iran here. They can choke it off. They can close it off right here. UAE ain't gonna do shit. They can't do nothing. Oman, I think Oman is kind of on the side of Iran, and Saudi Arabia ain't gonna do shit. So they pretty much got this on lock. This area between the Persian Gulf and Arabian Sea. They cut this off, ladies and gentlemen. Oil prices go to 130, 140, maybe even 150 a barrel. Slaughter. Absolute slaughter. So those are the things you need to watch. AI Griff said, ever hear the theory that we are in the Middle East for the artifacts and we stole them? No, I've never heard that one, bro. Jerome Jones in the building. Thanks for tuning in, my guy. All right, let's get into some trade. Let's see if we can get some trades in. Some scalpery. Let's see if we can get some scalpery. So we're definitely getting a nice pop on. I told you I was long on Ethereum, on Solana. Let's see what we got here. So let's take a look at the Bloodalytics chart really quickly. So one thing I have to tell you, the scalping Bloodalytics chart, which you can get by scanning the QR code you see at the top of your screen right now. Okay. I added an overlay called Sessions, and this just kind of gives you somewhat of an understanding where we are as far as the zones where, you know, I got London and I have the New York US session overlay. So the green is really, I think, yes, green, but it, you know, that London and New York overlap until about what, 12 o'clock or something like that. Just to give you an understanding where we are in things, in the span of sequence of things. All right, so I did add that to your scalping. So we just got to buy on Bitcoin. So maybe I should sign in. Maybe I should have done that a long time ago. I'm not even signed into 𝗪𝗡𝗘𝗫. Let's sign up to 𝗪𝗡𝗃 real quick. Hope I can catch this in time. Log in. Shit, is that? No, that's okay. 1 second, guys. I'm trying to log in. Get this trade. Oh, they got the capture thing going on. Come on, man. I always fail these freaking things. Okay, I'm in. I'm in, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in. All right, so let's go ahead and enter a long trade here on Bitcoin. See if we can get in. It's dropping, it's pulling back too, so this is perfect. So I'm gonna do a market order in. Let's do about one Bitcoin's worth. So I just entered a long. 1 Bitcoin's worth. 100 G's roughly long on Bitcoin right now. And we shall see how this works out while we're live. Now, reason I went long is because we had the Bloodalytics scalp signal take us long here. Let me get the sessions out the way so you can see this. So I bought on the pullback, which was basically where we would have entered anyway. All right, let me set my stop loss in. Stop loss should be right where you see that green line. I usually set it a little bit below it if I'm going long and a little bit above it if I'm going short. So we'll see. Copy that price. Come over here. And we're going to add a stop loss trigger price. Now, why doesn't it allow me to copy this? That's so strange. Or paste this. I don't understand why. So let's just paste it up there and then I'll just type it in. So 101,279.6. And we want to do 100%. So estimate P&L or estimate loss will be about $600 on this trade. But the win would be, we should be able to make a couple G's on this trade right here, ladies and gents. I'm just saying. And what do you have? We're heading higher, ladies and gents. We are heading higher live. See, I do this live for you, ladies and gents. Jason Lynn's in the building. Yeah, 30% of oil, global oil trade goes through there. Red Elephant asks, why not put your stop loss under the low? Because the and listen, you're correct in any other scenario. You will put your stop loss below here. But because this is a rules-based system, I have a fixed area where I calculate where the stop loss is, because if we hit that, we'll go short. Okay. So that's why in this scenario, this system that I've developed is not based on the V's and the A's. Okay, now, this is what I call the V's and the A's. This is a V, this is an A. You can pick whatever word you want for the A and the V. I'm just letting you know what it is, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So, looking good so far. We'll monitor this for a take profit. And you know, a take profit in this scenario is going to be 50% of our gains. We take off the L chicken. See, like we did here on Sunday, that's 50%. We take 50% off the table. And then the subsequent take profits are about 30%, 33%. Just depends. We'll see how that pans out. Get your military stocks. Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't bring myself to profit from war. But you're right, Jason Lynn's. All right, we just got a 50% take profit. So let's come over here and let's close 50% of this trade. We're up about $400 right now. Market, and we're gonna do 50%. And close. All right, so we took 50% of that off the table, locked in those gains. So we're up $100 minus the trading fees for this. Now we got 100. You say $98 is a lot for a trading fee. It's not when you're trading $100,000 on one trade, so it's not that bad. All right, so we locked in the $100, and we still got $200. So everything else after this is going to be our cash. The 270, if we close today, we'll be up about $380, three something, almost $400, because the trading fee has been cleared out. We've eaten that trading fee. Everything else is on the house. All right, so let's get back over here to the charts. See what we got going on with the scout boy. All right, so we are still heading higher, but we've at least, if you know, worst case scenario, we roll over, which is highly possible. This is on a short time frame. The scalping, 2 minute, 1 minute. 1 minute. Worst case scenario, if we roll over, we would not have taken as big of a hit on the stop loss and going short. That's why we've done that. Are any of you buying military stocks to profit from this war? We know that the politicians are, and clearly Clearly, we know they are. It's the end of the era for the U.S., guys. I'm just be honest with you. It's over. Our only hope was Trump sticking to his word and not taking us into any more wars. And he couldn't even do that. So I don't see, I don't really like J.D. Vance. I don't like anyone on the left side. There's no hope. Make as much money as you can and build a bunker, I guess. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know. So again, coming out the gate strong today in the U.S. session. This is the scalping chart available to you right now on TradingView. Scan that QR code to sign up right now, $24 a month for your 1-minute scalping charts on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, because I'm live streaming, I couldn't simultaneously do the Ethereum scalp, but you would have gone long on Ethereum too at 934 today and would have been looking very good on that trade. I suggest trading, if you're going to do the scalp, I suggest you do this during volatile times, US zone, Euro if you're up that early. But Asia, I don't find it to be as successful. Superwoman Blue. She got no heart, y'all. She cold-blooded. She said, "Hey, Jason, what stocks are you zeroing in on over there on the military side?" Y'all are, listen, Superwoman, Jason Lynch, you're adding to the fuckery, ladies and gentlemen. Stop. Don't buy. No, I can't tell you. Hey, man, put whatever, do whatever you got to do to put some food on the table, even though that food gonna cost about 300% more by the time it gets to the table. It is what it is. She said, "I'm here for the monies." All right. Hit that like button, y'all. We trade live, Bloodalytics scalping system on TradingView, available right now to you. Check it out. Scan that QR code. And I got to go over to the other desktop to get this one. So give me a second. So I'm scalp trading on WeX. That's where I scalp trade. I do my automated system where it trades automatically on Blowfin. There have been significant upgrades to this system over the past couple of months. So check that out. But I have a promo for you right now with Blowfin. That's where I trade through the API. The bot is connected to the Blowfin account. A trade and earn promo right now. Unlock up to $5,000 in future bonuses and VIP benefits. This is going on until July 2nd, ladies and gentlemen. But the it's not really a caveat. It's how you can really take advantage of this is if you sign up, okay? Hit that QR code right there on the screen. Create yourself a Blowfin account. But after you do that, whichever level you decide to deposit, you can easily get to the trading volume requirement or threshold by simply signing up with 1 month trial of Bloodalytics. It trades for you. We trade 8 pairs, 6 pairs right now. I got to get the other 2 back online, but it trades all day, all night. And you'll easily, within a month of the free trial, you'll be able to get to your trading volume threshold and get that reward. at whatever level you are signing up to. All right, so do that. Okay, sign up here for Blowfin or a Blowfin account, and then go over to Bloodalytics and get you a free trial. So you'll get that futures bonus cash with ease. I'm just saying, just giving you the rundown. All right, so let's check this trade out. Again, I missed the Ethereum trade, but we're up about $316 right now. We've already locked in really 200, but the other $196 or so covered, $98 covered our fee. So we locked in $100 and we're up 320 right now with the scalp. The war is old, CB. We have to be honest. If we know we created Israel, this should be no surprise. It's a surprise to me, man, because I didn't think Trump was literally just going to throw everything away for the small hats. Like, do the small hats have some type of like mind control, MK Ultra type program where they can just literally make these guys do whatever they tell them to do? That's what it seems like. America needs ROI on this investment. I hear you, bro. I hear you. Well, we trying to get ROI on our scalping investment here out the gate. We went long on Bitcoin. Now, I missed the initial entry, but I waited for the pullback and got in right here at 953, which was right around the entry point anyway. So, you know, good position. I wouldn't, if you missed the entry point, I would wait. I typically don't get in above entry point. I just don't do that, because then it messes up all your. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay, that's another alert. It messes up all your other exit points, right? Because if you end up getting in up here, then the take profit here and here and here are all going to be different and not the same amount percentage wise. It's going to be less. So you want to try to get in where the entry point was on the scalping signal, or even better, below. If you can get in below, that's even better. That's more money in your pockets on each take profit. But never buy in above the entry point on a short or a long. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it, my friend. So there you have it. We're still hovering around 21% ROI on our trade. Let's see what the stock market is doing really quickly. Hit that like button, y'all, as we stream live algo trading session with Bloodalytics, powered by Bloodalytics, powered by Bloodalytics. Let's see what we got here. So the NASDAQ is looking green now. Dow Jones up a little bit more. Russell 2K is down though. That's interesting. Let's see what this Strait of Hormuz. Tankers show caution around Strait of Hormuz after U.S. tech on Iran. Look at this. Trump says everyone should keep oil prices lower or they're playing into the hands of the enemy. Oh my God, bro. No, you played into the hands of the enemy, Mr. Orange Man. You played straight into the hands of the enemy. It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. So we'll continue to monitor this. I'll update you guys tomorrow on this scalp trade. We're starting to pump again, another leg up about $301 right now. Let's take a look at the chart. As long as the stock market is going up, Bitcoin will go up. But again, once we see the retaliatory, my theory is that once the ramifications of Trump's bomb is set into motion, once we see that in the marketplace, is when you will see stocks head lower, when you'll see cryptos head lower. This is just the beginning. I don't know why we came out over the weekend acting like a victory was made or had. You just bombed. You bombed first. What is the reaction? What will we see as the collateral damage from this situation? That's what we need to watch. So you think the U.S. is a proxy for Israel, CB? Of course. It's not the other way around, which it should be. You know, Israel should be a proxy for us, but it's not for some strange reason. We are a proxy for them. It's very strange, bro. Absolutely the strangest shit I've ever seen in my life. So keep an eye out on the Strait of Hormuz, and when, not if, but when Iran will decide to squeeze that area. And when they do, all hell will break loose. Mon frere. All right, that's pretty much it for today, ladies and gents. Thanks for tuning in for the opening of Jay says no way. I don't know if he's being sarcastic or what, but hell yes they are, man. It's I don't understand it though. So again, markets starting out Monday are up, but we're just starting. Let's see what happens throughout the day, and I'll keep you guys posted. If I see anything in, I'll drop it in the YouTube premium chat room. You guys can become members and join the Telegram room if you would like. Just go to youtube.com/cryptoblood and join at any level, and you'll get access to the Telegram room where I am and many others are sharing, joking, and having fun. All right, so again, get this chart you guys see on the screen, the scalping system right now for $24 a month at bloodalytics.com, or scan that QR code. It takes you directly to the checkout. Cancel anytime, but I don't think you're going to want to. If you're actually an active trader, you're going to enjoy this indicator here. Highly accurate, highly accurate. All right, it's your boy Crypto Blood. That's it. I'm out of here, people. Holla.
I'll write it and we'll do it live. Okay. Ready? Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live.